Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? We are going to finish up with Resident Evil. So the very next thing up is the Lisa boss fight. We don't need these for now. What should we take? I don't think we really need any ammo because we don't really want to shoot at her, so... We do need the wolf medal and the eagle medal. We can't forget those. So there's not much left of the game at this point, so it shouldn't take that long to finish it. Because I want to check out RE4 Mercenaries after this. And do another playthrough of Silent Hill 3. There's Barry acting all suspicious.
You're alive. I was worried because I thought you were...
Yeah, give him that knuckle sandwich, Jill.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
How'd she get down here?
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun!
Now this is very important because if you don't give him his gun, you can kill Barry here, so... Let's push those stones, Jill. Also, if you take too long to push over the rocks, I think you can actually kill... You can actually kill Barry that way too. Easy, huh? Yeah, you can actually kill Barry there if you want by not giving him back the gun. Sure, just knock him over the ledge. Nice
I don't
angle.
believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Barry. You know what's up. She's not really dead because obviously a fall wouldn't kill her, but she does die in Umbrella Chronicles when Wesker blows up the whole mansion. Well, not Wesker, but when the mansion is blowing up, Wesker confronts her and traps her under a chandelier. She blows up with the mansion. Yeah, how did she get over here, wandering around? Like, I guess she just climbed over this little fence here from outside in the forest. Cause her tunnel is nowhere near this. Circular depression. That's James Sunderland's favorite word in Silent Hill 2 to describe the puzzles. Everything's a depression. Put it in, Joe. What do you mean you can't use that? Also, you gotta use the eagle one with the wolves and the wolf one with the eagles. Wait, those are wolves. So what are the other ones? you imagine having to do that several times a day just to get to your job? Yeah, they're both wolves, so where's the eagle medal? I mean, it's right there, but where's the eagle statue? Because it seems like they're all wolves, all 4 of them. I don't know, do you miss the Wait a second, where did we go down? I mean, where did we go back up? I was about to say, do you miss the way Resident Evil games used to be? Like this, instead of the newer style with like 4 and RE2 Remake. Even though RE2 Remake was pretty good, but it's one of my favorites. But do you miss this old style of Resident Evil? I know it fell out of favor around Code Veronica and Zero. Although I think Code Veronica's big reason why it fell out of favor, because that game is not good. Maybe if that game had been much better, it wouldn't have caused the series to falter like that. Maybe the style could have lasted a bit more. Like, I kind of like the slower paced Resident Evil compared to all the faster paced, action oriented ones. Because it was always action, you know. That never changed, but it went in a huge amount of action later on. I want to get the handgun for the zombies here. I don't want to waste ammo on them, so yeah, I don't want to waste the shotgun bullets on them. Let's get the canteen. Because the naked zombies don't really transform, so you don't have to worry about them. We only need to worry about the ones with the lab coats on them. Like this guy. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, there's 2 of them. These zombies are tough. Burn that one and refill over here. We should just let them mutate to run around causing chaos, but I think we might need to get this guy down here. See if he has a lab coat on or not. Because we need to get him out of the way for the fuel canister when we come back later. Let's see. Does he? Oh yeah, we gotta get him out of the way. Down to our last 12 bullets for the handgun. Let's burn him. I said let's burn him. Oh yeah, we still can't unlock that. There's a second MO disc. So now we can officially put away the kerosene and the lighter, because we won't be needing it anymore. But it's free kerosene, so you might as well refuel it, right? So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. And store the MO disc for now, since we don't need it yet. There, I think we're set. Oh yeah, we should have gotten rid of the handgun. I don't know, should we? Maybe we should keep this just in case. Because we don't have a lot of grenades. So until we find more, we can't really use the grenade launcher, so maybe we'll keep that. We'll keep that one for now. Just in case. So how are you all doing today? I am looking forward to playing Fatal Frame 4. Hopefully I can get to it after this. It's either that or Crash 4, but I really want to give Fatal Frame 4 a try. Also got Sackboy's Big Adventure. That's what it's called in Best Buy. It was on sale for $10. I wanted the PS5 version because now that I actually have a PS5 coming soon, I want to start building up the collection, but it was sold out, so I had to settle for the PS4. Which sucks because I heard it has a lot of unique detail on the PS5 version that you don't really see on the PS4 in terms of like textures and all that crap, but it is what it is, you know. I'm not passing up a $10 game. You know, we just have to get the PS5 version later if it turns out to be really good. Obviously we don't need this crap because we already know what the password is. We know it's sell. So we don't need that. Oh yeah, we can use the handgun on the zombies in the hallway where you find the save room. We can use there, so we don't have to use the shotgun, because we're gonna need the shotgun shells for the chimeras that are running around. So we don't want to waste too many of them. Where did all our grenade ammo go? It just completely disappeared. Like, was it Yawn? The first Yawn that cost me several of the grenades? There's a stun battery. Even though we don't really need that anymore. I think normally on normal difficulty, there's a shotgun shell sitting there. Or magnum ammo, one or the other. So we already know this, right? Login is John. No, it's not Jew, it's John. John. Ada. Boy, John got suckered by Ada, didn't he? That shady bitch. And this is Cell. I saw something hilarious a couple days ago. It was somebody switched Leon and Ada's outfits in Resident Evil 4 Remake. So Leon was wearing the red sweater dress that she wears and all the stockings, and it looked hilarious. But oddly enough, I think he actually wears it better than she does, for whatever that's worth. What that says about Leon, I don't know, but he actually definitely looked better in that dress than than Ada did. Alright, so everything is unlocked twice in the case of the second floor. I missed the little finger guns that Jill would do and Chris when they would successfully unlock the door in the original game. I miss little touches like that. Like, it's not enough to detract from this at all, because this is way superior, but I just missed that little touch. Alright, let's go back, and now we're going to the room with all the zombies. We gotta get the ammo disc first, so let's go get that from up top. So remember we said we are gonna try, I'm gonna see what happens if you don't see the slide, since we already have the password. It's 8462. I made sure to look it up before I came here, before I started up the game, just so we will be able to try this out, because I want to see if she says it's still Wesker. I want to see what happens if we just put in that password. We do not see the slide at all. What is this? Is that the yeah, that's the second disc. Okay, we need that. Where's the panel? Yeah, it's 8462. Yeah, we're not gonna check that out. I wonder how many people missed this file who haven't played the original because they don't see it there, since there's nothing indicating there's a file that you can read there. Alright, we got the power key. Well, the lab key. Yeah, we already saw that, but whatever, it's just Kenneth getting his ass killed. Like an incompetent idiot. Like, Jesus, you had plenty of room to maneuver, and you had tons of bullets. You couldn't kill that zombie? I mean, I guess since it took 3 magnum shots from Barry and still got up, I guess it was a super zombie, so he couldn't really take it down easily. But still, he could have ran out of there and gotten into the other hallway. Could have gone into the room next door and easily gotten away from that thing. The zombies aren't really that dangerous unless they corner you or they just overwhelm you in huge numbers. But if you have a gun, even a handgun, like, you should be able to take down one of them. The worst example is probably that officer in RE2 remake at the beginning, who just, despite having a huge long hallway to run through and having tons of bullets, he still gets killed and ripped in half by the zombie. By one single zombie, not even 3 or 4, just one. And he's like 2 feet away. Dude, you can't aim for the head at 2 feet away? What the hell? Alright, come on. Looks like one of those anatomy models from the colleges. You know, the mannequins that have all the organs? That's what that zombie looks like. There's only one too. Like in the original RE1, there's actually like, I think there's what, like 4 zombies in there. Not 8 as some people seem to misremember, or 6, they're just 4. But it still catches you off guard. There's the generic MO machine. Used to be a GameCube, they changed it up for this remaster. I don't like that they went back to the whole Megalomaniac thing with Wesker and RE4 Remake. I was hoping they would do something different. Maybe just have him be a greedy bastard, just wanting to get more and more money and information. But no, they went back to the whole Megalomaniac, I'm gonna kill billions of people for no reason thing. Like, that just sucks. Like, who does that? Like, not even comic book villains besides like Lex Luthor do that anymore. Like, even Apocalypse, the original guy who would do that global mass kill genocide, even he doesn't do that crap anymore. He's content like ruling his own little kingdom in some other dimension or something. Like, even he gave up that whole let's kill everybody thing. Like, I hate that they went back to that with Wesker. The whole he wants to turn himself into a god. It's like, but why? Because dude, you couldn't even pull off a simple scheme on your own without having it all fall to shit. Do you really think you can rule a whole world? Like, come on, you can't even rule one city probably. You can't even rule Detroit. Like I said, it just sucks that they went back to that for him. I wanted them to do something different. Or maybe have him be like a spy master or something, you know? Like commanding his own little secret organizations that's just gathering these viruses and parasites for like profit, to test on them and whatever. Alright, we got rid of that key. Wesker's just weird, like watching the whole playthrough of Code Veronica. It's just, he's a weirdo in that game. It's basically what, like a Terminator pretty much? Like a whole bioweapon Terminator, that's what he looks like in that game. Oh yeah, I forgot, we're not gonna use the shotgun for these guys. So we got 99 bullets. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, come on baby, give me more of those shots. Those are the best. I wish these guys could turn into the Crimson Head though. Maybe it's because they've been frozen, that's why they can't turn. I think there's also more zombies here in the original than there are in this version. I think there's what, like 3 or 4 of them there. I think there's only what, 2 here. Obviously there's only 2, but I mean in the original I think there's like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, there we go. We finally got some grenade rounds. Incendiary shells. And we got some ink ribbons that we don't need. Just put this here, put this here. I think that's it for the shotgun. From now on we need strictly, I mean the handgun. For now we strictly need a shotgun. We might use a handgun on Tyrant. What was I looking for? Well, we got 1 shell. What can we do with 1 shell? I guess bring it along, just in case. We need that disc. And we need the other disc too. You know what, let's do the 1 disc first, because what we can do is we can where did I put the incendiary shells? We can kill some of the chimeras when we're doing the MO discs. There's not as many in the power room, so yeah, let's go do that first. Because they'd be crawling all around the vents just coming out, so the more we kill of them, the better. I don't want to leave any obstacles to run into with the fuel canister when we come back. Yeah, let's give him an incendiary shell. See how that does. Then we get to talk to Chris and see what he says. There we go. That doesn't do shit. Yeah, those are weak. I'm guessing they're for the zombies strictly. They suck. That doesn't do anything. This blood doesn't look like it came from surgery though. You think, Jill? Oh, there's another one. Shit. Yeah, back that up, fly man. Like I said before, I do like how they dissolve here because they're genetically unstable, as opposed to just dissolving for the hell of it, like they did in like the Ganado did in the original RE4, where you get no explanation why they dissolve. They just do. At least here in the background info for this game, they do give you an explanation why it happens. Right, so that's 2 passcodes. It'll be messed up if we did all that work and just left Chris there to blow up, right? Alright, we got those 2. That's 2 less of them we have to deal with. Hey, you imagine what Umbrella would do with Brundlefly if they captured him? All the stuff they could do, that they could subject him to. Holy shit, you could have like legions and legions of Brundlefly clones just serving as bioweapons for Umbrella. Not good. Alright, so let's switch. Let's give one of them the old explosive rounds. I don't know, should we save it for the Tyrant? Nah, whatever, let's just use one of them. Come on. Where is he at? There he is. Okay, we're gonna save these for Tyrant. Oh, he died. Where's the other one? I hear him. I hear him scurrying about. Oh, there he is. We don't need that yet. We do have to take the canister though. Now the reason you want to clear them out from here is, even though we don't need to, first we do need to enter the code, but even if we didn't want to enter the code, you still want to make sure the coast is clear before you do the whole fuel canister thing. There we go, all 3 codes have been transmitted, so now we can go unlock Chris's cell door. Wonder what he's been doing in there. Yeah, let's get this one too. Like I say, you don't want to leave a single one of them because they can come out through the vents and kill you with the canister, so you want to make sure you get all of them. 2 for 1. This guy. You know what? We can spare one. We can spare one shot for him. think there might still be one left. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's still one left. Let's deal with his ass. God damn it, come on. I do like the detail on them though. They're very well designed. Running out of bullets. And that's that. I think it's Jill, you have to activate the self-destruct system, right? Oh, we still have one left? I think that should do it. That's all of them. So let's go get that fuel. I hope that's all of them. As usual, let's save before we do this. Damn, we only got one shotgun shell for the Tyrant. We might have to use we do have the flame rounds, but we might have to use the handgun for that because we don't have anything else really. Good thing is we never fired the Magnum, so at least we have those 6 rounds that originally came with it. Because it should only take, what, like 12 rounds to kill the actual Tyrant at the end. The actual final boss battle, so we shouldn't need all of them. 6 is more than enough, I think. We basically have 18 rounds, so that should be more than enough. Alright, let's go get that fuel. I think the flame round should do damage to him though. Yeah, where did all the grenades go? Shouldn't we have got more ammo? I know it's hardcore, but still, we should have gotten at least some more ammo. I think they used to give you a clip of Magnum rounds in the computer room in the original, but it's not there here. I'm guessing maybe it only shows up in normal difficulty. Alright, let's go visit Christopher. I almost forgot we had to unlock the separate 2. Alright, here we go. I want to see if there's any difference. Probably not, because they probably assume you already did the slide, but I just want to see if they made any edits to it. You know, did they edit it differently depending on whether you saw the slides or not? Let's see. Those are some tight pants Jill's got going on there.
Jill?
Chris! You're alive!
Of course I'm alive. Jill, there's something big going down, and I don't think we're part of the equation.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open. Wait, I'll be back to get you out.
Okay, no sightseeing though.
Chris, shut the hell up. What sights is she gonna see? This is a moldy old laboratory. No mention of Wesker though. I wonder if that is different. I have to check it out online. I wonder if that is different. He did not mention Wesker at all. What do you think Chris has been doing in there, huh? You know, just sitting there in that moldy old prison cell. What do you think he's been doing to spend the time there? Dirty things we shouldn't know about? Imagining all the ways in which he's secretly gonna kill Wesker. Alright, here we go. Gotta do this shit. Got the fuel supply capsule. Oh, I saw a doll man the other day. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous video or the Crash 4 videos, but I was watching Doll Man from Full Moon. It was okay. Could have used some more action at the end, but I'm guessing they have a lower budget, so they weren't able to afford more action. But I don't know, it just didn't seem like there was really any big confrontation. Like you'd expect the whole villain who came back from his planet to be the one he fights at the end, but no, that villain got squished by some gangbanger in like this really pointless scene. Like on the one hand I get it, it's like this little guy who's like 12 inches tall thought he could order around a bunch of huge gangbangers from the hood on Earth, and they were just gonna obey him because he had some fancy technology. They were just gonna bend to his will, but no, the guy just squashed him like a bug. But it also meant that Doll Man actually had pretty much no central antagonist to confront in the ending. It was just him versus the gangbangers, and he dealt with them pretty easily. Like the only guy who posed a threat was the gangbang leader, basically, because he had the bomb the other guy, Sprug, had given it to him, the dimensional bomb, which didn't actually seem to do anything at the end. I'm guessing it got damaged when they came to Earth, because it didn't do shit. It was supposed to send all the stuff into another dimension, and it didn't really do anything. There we go. Fuel seems to have been supplied to the power room. Okay, now we're in business. Now we can go. Yeah, that dimensional bomb, I thought we were going to see like a whole city block or the whole rotten factory like transported to another dimension. No, it didn't do shit. It just like maybe turned some into a bunch of rubble. I don't know, but that was a letdown. So like solid, I don't know, 6 out of 10 movie, maybe 7 out of 10 if I'm being generous. Not the worst movie I've seen, but yeah, it kind of wasted a bit of its potential, even with the low budget. Like I said, I know the resources are limited, but they could have done more with it. They could have done more with him being stranded on Earth, you know, like the scenes of the kids teasing him because of his size were kind of rough, and him dealing with some of the dangers was interesting, but he didn't really have all that much to deal with, even though he was only 13 inches tall. So let's get the Magnum just in case. Just in case we need one extra shot from it. Let's get a health item too. Just in case he gets a hit on us. We actually have some we can use. The good old first aid spray. Alright, I think we're ready. Because we only need one space for the key, right? That's all we get. Actually, we don't need to bring the Magnum along, because he dies in like 2 shots from it, and we don't want to use those yet because we need to save them for the final boss. So we just want to use just the shotgun and grenade launcher. That should be enough. The next one I'm watching is Doll Man versus the Demonic Toys, so which should be interesting. So far it's okay. I didn't like how they did the whole stereotypical crazy woman thing or crazy man thing with Judith, where like the survivor of some supernatural event is just ranting crazy to the police and expecting her to believe them. and making like a whole ruckus when she breaks into the factory. Like, come on, Judah, if you're a cop, you know there's plenty of quiet ways to break into a factory. And if you see that freaking baby doll, oopsie daisy, you don't fire your whole clip at it. Like, just chase it through the vent, you know, just see where the vent ends up on the other side and go around. Like, you don't have to cause a whole mess. That was just stupid. I guess. Oh, we gotta restore power. Forgot that part. Just got to run back and hope there's no more Chimera, because I'm not wasting ammo on them. Yeah, that was just dumb. Like I said, I'm guessing it's supposed to show how crazy she's gotten. That she's just ranting to the cops about killer toys and expecting them to believe her. But come on, lady, like, you know no one's gonna believe you. You saw what they did in the first movie. Like, you know the best way to handle it yourself is to do so quietly. Don't alert the night watchman. Don't fire 6 to 8 bullets at a fleeing baby doll. You know, just pursue them quietly. And what happened to her son? They haven't even mentioned him yet. I'm wondering, like, did he just not make it? Like, what happened to that little boy? The one who helped her out in the first film. Like, where the hell is he? Alright, let's turn on the power. Yeah, I think Jill has to activate the self-destruct in this one, right? Because Wesker doesn't escape to do it. He gets killed, so... Or does he? I think he only gets smacked against the console in this one, right? So maybe he does activate it. I always thought that would be a better way for the story to go if he just got knocked out. Because why does he have to get impaled? And why does he even need to use that freaking virus from William? Because if they had that virus all along, that's your ultimate bioweapon right there. You don't need to create all these monsters and stuff. Just sell that virus to any country who wants it. Instant super soldiers. Like, yeah, you need to maintain them with that chemical, but... You know, the one he takes in 5, but... If you've got the money to buy these viruses, you've already got the money to spend on that chemical. So, you know, you don't need any of this extra crap. So that just breaks the whole reason Umbrella has for even existing. Him having that virus. And if, like, Spencer wanted to become a god, then why didn't he just capture Wesker and take that virus from him? Like, what's the whole point of that? If he's this superhuman soldier now, or killer, he's everything Spencer wanted to be, and Spencer's still experimenting with random crap. Like, what's the whole point? There is no point. He just breaks the whole continuity of the series. You know, I never liked that whole Wesker as a super being thing. I thought he should have just stayed dead. He should have just died in this one.
Jill!
And not come back.
Barry.
You could have at least waited up for me, you know?
But that's my opinion on it. Maybe you differ. Oh, I was watching some little scenes that were played through from Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. Damn, Barry looks way youthful there. Like, he has a full red beard. He has full red hair. He does not look like a middle-aged man there. He looks pretty youthful for Barry. Like, jeez. I think he looks younger than Chris. Or as young as Leon, at least, in that game. He just does not look like older man. I'll tell you that much. The game looks weird too. Apparently some kind of turn-based game, and you can, like, literally fist fight BOWs, all sorts of weird stuff. Oh boy, here we go. More stupidity on the STARS members' part. You know, not killing Wesker when they have a chance. Like, seriously, just shoot him here. He'll never even know.
Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family. You bastard.
Umbrella. Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell.
Even though the dialogue is corny, I kind of like this voice for Wesker better than his other voice. His other voice is a bit too much of a ham, you know? He just sounds too much like a cliche supervillain. Here he's just like a self-serving asshole. So I kind of prefer this version of him. Like I said, I wish he died here and never came back, because he's just like, as badass as people think he is, he's just kind of like this pathetic wannabe Dr. Doom or something like that.
It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit!
Why didn't you just shoot him in the head right there, Barry? Come on. Barry's messing up in all sorts of ways.
Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak!
Damn, Barry's useless in some ways, isn't he? Alright, let's give him the flame. Let's see what it does. There's one. There's two. There's three. Oh, might be cornered here. Oh, that did nothing. That was way weak from him. Okay, now he's doing some damage. Gets the space between us. There you go. Easy, huh? He's nothing. Let's check on this bastard. What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Yeah, he's not dead, Joe. Just shoot him in the head 2 times. That'll take care of it. You gotta do like the Mr. Creel, or is it Krieg, did in Trick or Treat when he shot Sam. He didn't just stop once, he shot him twice again. Shot him in the head, shot him in the chest, make sure he's dead. So I think you can just leave Barry here, never wake him up, and he just dies in the explosion.
Barry! Barry! You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's gone.
First, let's just get out of here.
Yeah, see here, like he just got shot in the shoulder and then just smacked against the console, so it's obvious why he escapes here. I think that's whole better than the whole thing they did in canon, where he does get stabbed by the claw. He gets impaled and somehow he's able to resurrect himself with the whole virus William gave him. Like that was way stupid. Like just have him walk out here. Also, I think it's him that sets off the self-destruct system here, isn't it? Alright, where's the lock? Where's the key to unlock the door? It's this one? Yeah, where do you unlock the door? Alright, there it is. Yeah, just have him walk out and escape the mansion. There's no need to put the whole virus thing in him anyway. You know? Maybe they could change it for Code Veronica. When if they ever remake that. Yeah, there he is. He set off the self-destruct.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
Damn, he just ran all that way down, took the elevator, went sprinting all over there and set off the self-destruct. He must have been sprinting to go so quickly over there. And there's no point in looking for him here because in the original you can actually find him decapitated by a chimera. That's a big gun. Yeah, in the original you can actually find him decapitated. You find his body if you go search for it, but not here. Here, if you go in there, there's nothing in the room. I've already checked. Because obviously he escapes in the story, so... Yeah, I don't really like Virus Wesker. Like, just... If they have to have him back, just keep him as a regular man. You know, just... He escaped, got wounded, maybe experimented on himself a little. I was about to leave Chris behind. You know, he experimented on him a little, but just the whole super being thing and him having flashy kung fu moves like the Matrix, like he's being Neo, like that whole thing is just stupid. It's just lame. Because it just, like I said, it just creates this whole villain that completely destroys the whole purpose of Umbrella. Because at that point, he is the ultimate biological agent. You know, he is the ultimate creation with that virus William gave him. And like I said, if Birkin gave him that virus, why did he even need the G virus in the first place? He already had way enough to take over Umbrella at that point. You know, that was something he could have sold to the military for billions of dollars. So what's the point? It just completely destroys the whole narrative. And I know Resident Evil doesn't have a tight narrative, but it does have at least some coherence to it, some consistency. And Wesker's virus just completely destroys that. Like, it makes a joke out of everything Umbrella's doing, because they could just sell that one thing and make trillions. It's ridiculous.
Jill,
Sorry about the wait.
so everything's taken care of?
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Chris, what were you doing waiting in there? You didn't think to try the door even though you heard the horn? Or you heard like the alarm sounding? You didn't think, oh, maybe you should try to open up this door and see, just to see if I can get out of here, because obviously something's going down. You just sat in there waiting for Jill until she came back. What if she never came back? You're just gonna die in the explosion there? You fool. You should have at least tried the door. Come on, man. You're a freaking Stars agent.
Come on, let's go.
Why is he running up ahead too? Like, wait for Jill. She came back to get your ass out of there, you lazy, useless bum. I really gotta try Mercenary, see what that's like. I heard it's still not quite as good as the Mercenary original RE4 or 5, but I've heard it's still pretty fun. I've heard complaints about Luis though, and the whole TNT he sets, because apparently he sets it right at his feet. Which is stupid of him to do, because you're blowing yourself up, but apparently that's what he does. And of course the best character is probably going to be Hunk or Wesker. Ada, I don't know, because Ada's weapons tend to suck in these things. Like, Ada's weapon just sucks in a Reverse. I haven't played that game since last year, but it still sucks. Alright, this is our final save, so we can safely get rid of this. And this. Get rid of this. And this. Let's get our ammo. 18 shots should be enough, right? Kind of want to take the handgun just in case.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must
You never know, man. You never know.
deactivate and releasing all logs.
Something weird might happen. So let's put that back.
Activated. All personnel
Get our last save.
deactivate
One of each.
and releasing all logs.
Let's use that one. We didn't have that one before.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All
Oh, I think we get some ammo on our way up, don't we? Let's see.
and releasing all logs.
Yeah, I think we get some for the shotgun, right? So we might want to put back the handgun then.
All personnel deactivate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. The self-destruct system.
Yeah, so those movies I mentioned earlier, Bad Channels, the one with the radio station, Doll Man and Doll Man vs. Demonic Toys pretty much form like their own little trilogy of sorts. A loosely related trilogy.
All personnel must evacuate.
I think the best one might end up being Doll Man vs. Demonic Toys so far. Because, like I said, Doll Man was okay. Bad Channels was kind of bad. Like, it was trying to be a comedy. You know, it is a comedy, but it was trying to be funny in some ways and it wasn't. It was just lame. There were a few good jokes.
Come on, hurry!
Oh, shut the hell up, Chris. We're the one who dragged your sorry ass out of there. Should have just left you in prison, you bum.
System has been activated.
Why are you yelling at Jill? She's the one who got your ass out of there. Oh shit, we don't get ammo. Fuck. Never mind. Gotta put this back. Gotta put this back, Jill, because that's not gonna do us any good. I thought we got some ammo there, but no, all we get is some freaking useless herbs.
Deactivating and releasing all logs.
Yeah, I keep getting it confused for the original RE1 where you do get ammo. You do find a pack of shotgun shells at that corner. But not here, apparently.
Releasing all logs. The self-destruct system.
Yeah, so we have the handgun then. That should be enough to kill him.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs.
I think the what is it? The fuse only takes one slot anyway, so yeah, we're gonna leave that behind. We don't need that.
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just
There's
leave
old
me
Chicken
a
Heart
sign.
in his helicopter.
This is
Useless
your
old
last
Brad.
chance.
The self-destruct system has
You killed Marvin, you bastard. You should rot. Just rot in hell, man. You killed Marvin. The best black cop in RE history, man. Certainly, at least in the Raccoon City precinct, but he was way better than Officer, whatever his name was, Anderson, Donald, whatever his name was in RE7. That guy sucked. He was a moron. Like, Jesus Christ, you have this weird white guy trying to warn you there's something behind you and you just ignore it.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
There it
Would you
is.
let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
Is that why you got loaded up on steroids, Chris? Because you wanted to be a freaking action hero? You figure, oh, I better pump up so I can take Wesker in a hand-to-hand battle, even though that's crazy. Jesus. They're probably Umbrella branded steroids too, which is the funny part, because no regular steroids would let you do what Chris does in RE5 with pushing a boulder. There's gotta be either Umbrella or some type of other bioweapon company steroids. Those are not normal steroids, man. He's using the same crap that they're using to make monsters and whatever. He's using it to get buff. It's like Bane with his venom. That's why I always wonder. I asked once originally, I think, who would win? Bane with his venom or Chris on whatever steroids he's at? Like, you would think Bane, but I don't know. Those steroids might make Chris hella powerful. He might pull off the opposite. Especially since he'll use guns too, whereas Bane tends to rely solely on his whole hand-to-hand combat. So that's a huge detriment, definitely. Damn, they took care of them that quick?
You made it.
Yeah, we made it. Just in time to get our ass kicked by this thing. Damn, he can leap hella high. He's got boosties. He can boost himself way up in the air, like a basketball player. Should join the Umbrella basketball team. It'd be a huge hit. Alright, here we go. Let's see how... Got 18 bullets. Let's see how long this takes. Ah, you missed. Too slow. I think you basically got to see when he's gonna run. That's how you outmaneuver him. Oh, he's bubbling too, like the spiders. Damn. Yeah, that's when he's gonna charge. When he does that whole bubbling thing, that's when he charges. Good thing we got plenty of health, right? Oh, there it is. We didn't even need the whole clip.
Kill it, whatever it is.
Yeah, come on, Jill. Use that rocket launcher. You're an Amazon, Jill. Kill that thing. Apparently, fans wonder if he says "our Amazon" or "you're an Amazon." I think it's "you're an Amazon." I don't think it's "our." Alright, we got a clear shot of him. Let's finish this. There you go. Really? Yeah, you're not gonna swipe away this one, fool. I do think it makes sense, though. It's cool that it would deflect the rocket, because obviously when Umbrella were designing it, they would know firsthand military guys would try to shoot a rocket at it. So it makes sense that it would have the capacity to actually deflect one. Especially Nemesis and RE3 remake, where you shoot him with a rocket. Carlos shoots him with a rocket at first and it does nothing, basically. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, because obviously your ultimate weapon would be pretty useless if it can get taken out by a standard rocket from the military that they have tons of. So it is nice that it's able to deflect at least one before it dies. Here's Barry still fiddling with his gun. I never liked this ending, it's too short. Like, I see it and I think, here we go with this ending that conveniently ignores Rebecca's existence. Like, it's just... That's why I say, if they ever do make an actual remake of this game in the RE engine, I would hope that they would do the canon scenario where all 5 characters escape, because that's pretty much the only reason to do a remake of this. This game is basically perfect as it is. Is it dated in some ways? Yeah. But that pretty much goes for any retro game you play. Like even something like Super Mario World is still dated in some respects. You know, Mario gets a lot more abilities later on. There's some better game design going on in certain later games, but you know, pretty much every retro game is dated to some degree. That's just part of their charm. But in terms of overall RE experience, I think this game is definitely perfect. 10 out of 10 easily. 99 out of 100, like maybe 1 or 2 minor quibbles, but otherwise it's completely perfect. Oh, there's Jill with her RE3 outfit. The tube top, which conveniently somehow doesn't fall off and expose her to the zombies, but... Yeah, why would you want to remake this, except to just make it look prettier and more modern in HD, so... I figured if they're gonna do a remake of this, you might as well just go the whole way and just make a whole remake of the canon scenario, see what that story really plays out like. You know, I want to see them all escape together with Rebecca and Jill and Chris and Barry. I think the problem might be that the developers of RE don't really know how the canon scenario plays out, so they've got no clue. Also, this ending theme is not as memorable as the original ending theme. or even the one from the DualShock version. So that's a minor quibble, but other than that, this game is a solid 10 out of 10. So no remake needed unless you're going to explore the one thing which you haven't done in the series, which is the canon scenario for
fine job.
RE1. Like, if you're going to do that, fine, I'll bite. If not, there's no point. You just move on to something new. Move on to RE9 or remake Cobra Monarch or remake Outbreak or whatever. Like, just don't waste time giving us a visual upgrade, and then you're just gonna give us the same game all over again, no changes, and we still don't see Rebecca join him at the end. Like, that would just suck. Or we still don't see Barry join him at the end in Chris's scenario, because it would be pretty easy to explain where Barry is in Chris's scenario, right? He was just running outside, got ambushed, took shelter, fought a few zombies and monsters, and came back at the end. Like, you don't even need to have him in most of the scenario, period. You could be just running around the mansion and the guardhouse. It would be so pitifully easy for them to do that scenario, and they still would do it. So, like I said, give me canon scenario or bust. No other options. No rehashing this game and not changing anything. Like, no, just either do that or don't do it at all. You know, it's the canon or nothing. Canon or bust. You know, don't. I just recently saw Across the Spider-Verse, and not to take up too much time, but they kept talking about canon events there and how important they are, and it's important here that all 5 characters escape, and it kind of bugs me why Capcom won't acknowledge that in an actual game, scenario. That just bothers the hell out of me. But anyway, Creatures Dispatch, we killed 59 monsters, 5 hours, 42 minutes, 38 seconds. Ammo used, 194 rounds, 10 ink ribbons. Health items used, 11. Not bad. Boy, look at that lean from Jill there. That's gotta be putting way stress on her back. It's like she's about to do the electric slide. Look at that. Got some mean leaning power there, Jill. She's stiff as a board. Alright, so we finished up that scenario. That does it for RE1. Not going to try any of the other scenarios because those are just plain bothersome. Like, those annoy the hell out of me. The whole real survivor shit, where you can carry items between item box. Basically the realistic version of the game, if such a thing were possible. Realism in RE and then RE series game, realism in a Resident Evil game, that's a mixed bag to begin with. But yeah, this is basically the quote-unquote real or realistic version of the Resident Evil, where the items don't transfer through an item box, obviously, as they would in real life. You pretty much have to carry them everywhere you go, so you have to decide what to leave behind and what to take, which will be a complete pain, especially when you're going to the guardhouse, where you can't really leave any items behind. So pretty much everything you get in the guardhouse that isn't essential or critical, you pretty much have to leave it there for the rest of the game. So you gotta make sure you carry all your ammo back, which can be a pain. Like, that is just awful, having to carry all those items and all that health back. I don't like that at all. So this sucks. I don't recommend it unless you're a masochist for backtracking, which a lot of people hate supposedly. So I don't know why they would go back and play this. I just did it one for the trophy and that was it. Never played it again. Especially if you know who, the jackass with the grenades running around. He makes it extra difficult too, because you gotta keep going back and forth between hallways just to dodge his annoying ass. So that just sucks. Because they don't transfer, so it means more visits to the different hallways where he's at. So it means double the efforts to avoid them that you would normally use. Normally you can get around them. Oh, we'll just take this shortcut here, or we'll just go around this hallway. No, here you have to keep running into them because of the item boxes and how they don't transfer the items. It's annoying. I get why they did it, but my explanation for the item boxes in the game is that they're all linked. Besides gameplay convenience, like maybe they have like some type of underground rail system or something, that umbrella that lets you transport the items from one box to another. That's my makeshift half-assed no logic explanation for the item boxes. They just kind of ship items from one box to another. You know, kind of like a baggage system in an underground airport, like the Phoenix airport or whatever. So that mode is annoying, but not nearly as annoying as this mode, Invisible Enemy, which you can't see anything, so you pretty much have to learn all the positions perfectly of all the enemies, which can be a pain with the hunters because you don't know where they're coming from. The chimeras, because you don't know where they're coming from. Those especially, those will fuck you up if you're carrying the fuel canister, so you gotta get rid of them ASAP, quickly. But the problem is you can't see where they are, and they just scurry about the whole place, so it's just really frustrating to fight this. It's just really frustrating to fight them and the other enemies and that. Even the plant's invisible. Yawn. Oh, Yawn is terrible in this because you don't know where he is. So he can just bite you at any time. He can poison you at any time in the original confrontation with him when you're getting the death mask. And then he can just bite you at any time in the library because you don't know where he is. That's annoying. That sucks. And then Black Tiger sucks too because you don't know where the spider is. So you just gotta aim blindly and hope you hit it. Like this is just freaking horrible. Talk about this mode mean for masochists. This mode is for ultra masochists. Like that's what you are. You're a freaking masochist for punishment if you play this game. If you play this mode, you're just a glutton for punishment. And guess what? You know who still shows up in here too, with his freaking grenades. And the only trace of him that you get is the sound of the grenades dangling on his chest with that little strap he has. So it's just, that's the only clue you have to go by on where he is, the grenades. And if you accidentally run into him and use one of your daggers, his knife, one of your emergency daggers is game only. Somebody confirmed on a chat I was watching that the knives will set off their grenades, so you can't even do that. You can't even attack them with anything really. Like you would think only the stun batteries would set them off. No, the knives also set them off too. So basically there's no way to really deal with him easily. You just gotta avoid him completely, going purely by sound, or just take the damage and hope he doesn't kill you in one bite or two bites. It's just awful. So yeah, I am not doing any of these two. So that pretty much covers Resident Evil then. Let's take a look at the manual online. Let's see what that does. I just want to see how they included the information from the GameCube manual, because like we were discussing the other day on one of Lord Vash's stream, I really miss manuals, and I can see a lot of gamers really miss manuals in general. They were nifty to have when you were stuck in some part of the game and you didn't really know what to do. You would go back and check the manual to see what you were missing possibly, and that way you would also remember the controls. They would never fade from your memory because it was always there. And they eliminated game manuals to save on money. That's their excuse. It's too costly to print manuals and it saves paper, so we can't do them. And guess what? Games are still expensive. Like they're still $70 no matter what, manual or no manual. And they're still wasting paper on tons of other stuff. So it really made no sense. They just didn't want to do them anymore. That's always whenever you wonder about something, oh, why did they eliminate this? Why did they eliminate that? Well, it doesn't make any sense that they eliminated. The answer is because they wanted to. That's it. Not because it saves them money. Not because it'll make it easier for the player or for the viewer or whoever. Not because they wanted to save trees and wanted to save their environment. No, the answer is always because they wanted to, period. That's it. They just didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't want game manuals, so here we are. No game manuals at all in 2023, except for digital manuals, which suck because you can't refer to them constantly, and that's the whole point of a game manual to begin with. And plus, you also lose out on all the cool art they used to have. Like, look at this. This is a nice picture here of them too, Chris and Jill. That's a very nice picture, and you don't see that anymore. You don't see the art Metal Gear games used to have. Metal Gear Solid games used to have great artwork in the manuals. Like 1, 2, and 3, they have awesome artwork of all the characters. Like that was how I first knew Solid Snake would be in Metal Gear Solid 2, because aside from hearing it in the stinger at the end of the first game where Ocelot talks to him like, when I bought the game and sat down to read the manual, the very first thing I saw when I got to the artwork section was Solidus Snake, right there in all his glory with his cape and his mysterious half-hidden face. So it even introduces you to characters you'll meet later on, which is really cool, because then you look forward to actually fighting those guys and seeing them actually in the game engine on screen. And all that is gone now, thanks to gaming companies getting rid of manuals. So it is what it is. So that was Resident Evil 1 on the PS4. Overall, like I said, it's a bit dated, but overall it's still an almost perfect game. It still looks really great, especially if you don't blow it up to like the whole widescreen like I did. If you just go with the regular I forget what it's called, but if you go with the regular setting where it emulates like the feel of CRT, it looks really good. Like the details don't get stretched out like they do here. The textures don't get stretched out, so it looks really good in the regular mode. But overall, highly recommend. I think it's still one of the best Resident Evil games in the series. Definitely, I think it's probably number 3 at this point, behind a couple others. 2 and the remake of 2 still rank higher, but this is pretty damn good. So definitely my favorite game of the entire series. I was gonna say the series, but no, it's the entire series, counting all the spin-offs, all the different things we've had. This is still my favorite, next to RE2 and RE2 remake and all of Resident Evil. This is what I think is probably one of the heights of survival horror games, period. It's this game and Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, but this is definitely top tier, A+ effort from Capcom. Like this is, they say Capcom only has 2 modes, you either get godlike Capcom or you get Crapcom, where they put out subpar crap and don't care. This is definitely god tier Capcom. So I hope we get more games like this in the future, and it's not just all pure action like RE4 tends to descend into. I hope we get more of this in the future, like they try to do with the RE4 remake, where they at least made some parts of it creepy and a bit scary. So I want to see more of this and less of Village and 5 and 6 and those types of games. I want to see more of this. Give us more of this Capcom, just slightly modernized, like RE2 remake. So I will leave you here. Hope you enjoy the playthrough, and I will see you again next time, probably on RE4 remake Mercenaries with Leon and Luis. See you later.